Hello, everyone. It's the 16th of March. It's Algo Hour. We're here. I have Ted. Hi, Ted.
Hello, how's it going? Good to see you.
It's going. I just realized my hair is really messy, but other than that, it's going.
Oh, you look
Um,
great as always.
I have a strobe light behind me. I don't know what's going on with my ambient light today. And we have a special guest. Mark, Algo
Hey,
Man,
hey,
how are
what's going
you?
on? I'm good. I'm great. Looking forward to the show.
Welcome to Algo Hour. It is a good time around these parts. Um, Ted, I don't know if you noticed, but we're up to 6 monthly sponsors for the channel. Shout out to all of them: NF Domains, Ring Gallery, NifGen, Basic Belinda Project,
Hello,
AlgoBots,
hello.
and now Chris Wenner is a personal sponsor, which is super cool. Thanks, Chris. It's good. It's a good time to be around. There's lots of stuff going on, and as usual, we have packed a ton of really fun stuff into today's show. Um, you know, Algo Man, we're going to play a few games. We're going to put you on the hot seat.
Sounds good.
There's a couple
I like to be
quizzes.
on the hot seat.
It's fun, I promise. But yeah, so what we do is we play a couple games. We reward you with 10 algo for every right answer. It'll go to the project or organization of your choice at the end of the show.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's lots of fun. And then if you make it through our shenanigans all episode long, we give you an opportunity to pitch us all in an elevator pitch before we roll the credits on today's show. So I hope you're excited. I know I am.
I'm pumped.
I want to check in with our chat real quick and just see.
They did say that you said it was March. We are in fact already into May, so that is that's something else to mention. But good job either way.
It's May 16th. Yes.
I thought it was January. I don't know. What do I know?
You know, the first quarter transparency report came out, and so maybe I just have March in the head. It's okay. It'll be okay. Because I think that covered till March. I don't know. I'm gonna blame it on Mercury still, even though I'm pretty sure Felicia has told us we're out of the woods on that. Let's see here. What do we have? Yeti, When Frog Hop, Maureen Denny tuning in. I love you, Maureen. We all love you, Maureen. Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
Maureen.
Fisherman, hello.
Good to see you, John.
I love it. Ted
Love you
nailed
all.
it here. We love Maureen.
I totally didn't steal this line from someone, but
it's the 16th. I had the date right, Scott. Can't win them all. No one was muted at the beginning of the show, so I feel like that is solid.
I've learned not joking about the technical difficulties has been a really successful strategy.
Don't jinx me. I'm really we try every week. Let's see here. Yeah, Scott, you are right. It is indeed May. So we'll check in with our audience again a little bit later. We have some stuff coming up though. First, we're going to do Ask a Dev. So Algoman, we have Joe Palmy from the foundation. He is a customer success engineer, and he's amazing. And he comes and chats with us about Devy stuff. And I think this week it's going to be about GitHub and how to use that for some of the non-devers, which is really cool. Yeah, for sure. We've got our first and only commercial break of the show, and then we're going to come back and play our first game. But in the meantime, we do have a challenge for you because it's not a hot seat unless you're on the spot, right?
Let's go. Yeah.
You know, we have a flex time segment coming up later in the show. We want you to go on Twitter and post 2 NFT flexes. We're going to judge you big time.
I already did it. I already had my flexes up.
Oh, look at you. I'll note it. I'm not going to put that on the show schedule. I send my special guests, so it still seems like a hot seat feature. Way to over prepare. But we will do that a little bit later on in the show. So for now, we're going to split and hear from Joe.
Hey everyone. So as IRL mentioned, I'm going to be talking a little bit about GitHub, in particular how it relates to the XGov process for proposals. Then I'll also be talking a little bit about just kind of governance in general. If you watched Coop Show this morning, it was a topic that came up, so I kind of just wanted to follow up on that and kind of explain how governance currently works, how it's going to work in the future, and why we decide to do things the way they currently are. So first, I want to talk about GitHub. So for those that aren't familiar, very recently we launched the initial phase of our XGovs program. And this is a step towards further decentralizing governance and how the foundation treasury is spent. And what XGov basically is it allows projects or individuals to write up proposals requesting that some of the foundation treasury goes to them to launch their project. And so the first part of that is that the projects have to write their proposals, and people, including the foundation, but anyone in the community, can take a look at the proposals, give their feedback, suggest things that they might want to change, ask for clarity, that sort of stuff. And so in the initial version, so what we have live right now is if you want to submit a proposal, you could do so on GitHub. And what GitHub allows you to do is write up a proposal following a standard format. So you specify, what category you're in, how much algo you're asking, give some information about your project and what your milestones are. And then you submit it to GitHub through what we call a pull request. And that'll let people comment on it. They can make suggestions to changes of the file. They can comment on specific lines. And GitHub provides a really nice history of all the different changes that have been made and all the different comments that have been made. And the obvious drawback of using GitHub is that it's not really familiar to non-devs. GitHub is primarily a tool for writing code and developing, so it can be a little bit clunky to use if you're not already familiar with it. So to help with this, we do have an XGov page highlighting how to use GitHub to submit a proposal with images and a text tutorial. And then we also have a video recorded by my colleague Ryan Fox, kind of showing you in a video how to go through all the steps of submitting a proposal and putting up a proposal for XGov process. However, we've been listening to your feedback and we hear that this is still a really hard process for a lot of people. So we're exploring different ways to get initial feedback on proposals. So what we're thinking is we have our own dedicated Algorand form, and this will be where proposals first go to get the initial feedback. And so if you're a project that you want to get, XGov funding, you write a proposal on the form, people will tell you what they think. And then once you have what you think to be close to your final version, then it's submitted on GitHub, and then it can be properly logged with GitHub and then attached to the upcoming XGov voting phase. And speaking of voting, one of the things I also alluded to was a general discussion on governance and how it works right now. And in particular, this morning on Coop's Daily Show, one of the things that was brought up is how does, or basically someone was saying that there should be more usage of the Algorand chain in governance, in particular using things like smart contracts. So right now, the current governance system does not use smart contracts, but that doesn't mean we're not taking advantage of the Algorand technology. The current governance I guess you can call it spec or specification. So the way that the governance voting works, it's all open source. It's all on the chain. Anyone can verify that the votes that we show on our governance portal, for example, match the actual votes that happen on chain. We make that easy through a API that we provide, but you can also manually look at the chain and do, a tally of all the different votes, all the different staking, that sort of thing. So everything in governance, so all the voting is still decentralized, it's still completely trustless. But because of the fact that the proposals have to be enacted by the foundation, there isn't a ton of value to have a smart contract. And this is a, kind of a, I guess a little bit of a problem that exists, not just with like Algorand governance, but just DAOs in general, where you commonly have like a smart contract that people will use for voting. But then at the end of the day, it's dependent on one single entity to enact out whatever that vote was. So there's, a smart contract for the voting, but then the actual implementation of whatever you voted on is still fairly centralized. So at this point in time, when we're still reliant on the foundation for implementing some of the governance changes, and of course all the Algorand source code is open source, so there can be changes to the protocol via Inc. or community members as well. But for the governance specific stuff, it's all dependent on the foundation right now. And we don't see a ton of value of adding smart contracts because of that fact. And also because if you add smart contracts, it fundamentally changes how governance works for end users. So governance right now, you just propose or you tell the chain how much you want to stake, and it'll just monitor your wallet, make sure you don't go below that amount. But if we were to use smart contracts, it would require end users to manually send out a transaction to a smart contract, basically removing that algo from their account. So if you implement smart contracts, there's a lot of other things to consider, such as the security implications. That's the word I was looking for. And then all the legal implications as well. And so there's a lot of different things aside from just can we use the tech or not in terms of whether it makes sense to use smart contracts. So right now for standard gov, everything is on chain. It's just not using smart contracts. But for xgovs, for example, we're looking in how to use smart contracts for things like the xgov reward pool, or what we call term pools, and some of the voting as well. So as we continue to further decentralize governance, we'll also further decentralize the governance processes and the governance technology. But it's important that we don't get kind of too ahead of ourselves and spend too much time putting things on the blockchain when they don't necessarily need to be. And that's a common problem, like I said, with a lot of DAOs and just projects in general. It's really important that you're methodical in terms of how much engineering hours should I spend to put it on chain? Is it really worth that time and effort versus just being able to verify on-chain data off-chain through SDKs and stuff rather than smart contracts. So that's a little bit about kind of the decision making. Again, I'm as IRL said, I'm just an engineer at the foundation. I'm not the head of governance or anything, but I am involved in those discussions, and we all hear your feedback and really appreciate it. So just wanted to provide some additional clarity from a technical perspective as to why we're not using smart contracts right now, and hopefully clarify why we're using GitHub and our eventual transition to the forums as well. And as always, we're always looking for feedback. So if you have any feedback for governance, whether it's technical or not, feel free to reach out to me or any of my colleagues at the foundation. We're always happy to hear you guys. And at the end of the day, we're here to grow the ecosystem. So it's always good to get that feedback. All right, so I think that kind of covers everything I wanted to today, and I'll hand it off back to IRL. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, Joe, thank you so much. Even though you're a Patriots fan, we all love you. This commercial break is where you can support the show. Winged and scripted commercial breaks are available and start at $20. All right, here's our first one here. Yo, this is a rap about Chris Swinner. He's in the Algorand ecosystem. He is a winner. He's working on Reach language for smart contracts. He makes them easy and secure. He's got mad facts, skills, and facts. He's also involved with Teal and Voy. He's always innovating. He's not a decoy. He sponsored this ad on the Algo Hour. He's spreading the word about Algorand's power. He's got a beard and a bald head. He's looking sharp. He's got a great head. He's got a great smile, and he's not a harp. He's a leader and a mentor. He's inspiring others. He's a friend of Algorand, and he's one of our brothers. So give it up for Chris Swinner. He's a rap star. He's making waves in the blockchain. He's going so far. He's a legend and a hero. He's a rap master. He's Chris Swinner. He's an Algorand ambassador. Thank you. And then our second ad comes to us from Algo Gators. The Algo Gators are coming. Algo Gators NFT series launches this week on Thursday the 18th on Instant Shuffle. These NFTs are AI generated and hand tweaked by the main man Al-Jizzy. Each NFT holds a lifetime membership to Algo Gator Premium, which can only be claimed once. You can check out the collection right now prior to launch at algogator.finance/thealgogators. That's algogator.finance/thealgogators. Thank you so much. IRL, back to you.
I love when you rap so much. It just like makes me smile from ear to ear. I grin big time. I don't know.
Yeah, that rap is top class, honestly.
It's a process. It's part of, we've got to really work hard to create some revenue with the show. So I'm glad I can really be a positive asset on the balance sheet. So
Biggie Smalls got nothing on you, my friend. Biggie Smalls got nothing.
Thank you.
Well, I love that Joe is such a good sport and is just like always so sweet and so approachable. And he's a stand-up guy. And I messaged him and said, I hope the foundation knows how lucky they are to have you, buddy. But we got to work on him saying he hears things or that they hear things. Joe, you're on notice. That's not allowed on my show. The I hear you, the I hear you line's not allowed. But I do love that they listen to the feedback, and Joe is just so sweet and always willing to jump in and explain things, even if to me my questions seem a little bit like underneath his skill level. He's still really like kind about it. So we're lucky to have him. And we're lucky to have obviously the great co-host Ted with doing stuff that I would be too scared to do on a live show. So thanks, Ted.
Gotcha. Anytime. Happy to help.
Okay, we're going to play our first game with Algo Man. Are you ready? I am a huge fan of public broadcasting and public radio. There's this radio show that plays this limerick challenge on the weekends, and I love it. So we're going to see what you got. This week, all the answers are NFT projects in the space, okay?
Okay, ready to roll. A little scared, but ready to roll.
It's not fun unless it's a little scary, right?
It's gotta be.
All right, there's a character unique and keen, whose mind is a spectacle, a mental machine. With thoughts swirling round and creativity compiled, an Algorand NFT, a colorful scene.
Mental Marvin.
There you go.
Bada bing, boom, bang.
I think I got the sound effects in there today. I can't hear them, but hopefully our audience can. Let's see.
First one. Knock it down. 10 Algo to the charity, baby.
Yeah, all right. In the Algorand jungle, a vibrant sight, creatures roam with gorillas taking flight, a project of fame where apes join the game, collectible tokens, a digital delight.
Algorillas!
You're so good at this.
Let's go!
I dig it. Oh my gosh.
OG, okay. Awesome project.
We have a Haram Boys this week for the Algo Active.
Let's go.
So, yeah. All right. In the Algorand realm, they're a delight. Playful collectibles that shine so bright with access to games and nostalgic claims. These digital wonders bring joy day and night.
In the Algorand realm, though, digital delight, their delight, playful collectibles that shine so bright with access to games and nostalgic claims. These digital wonders bring joy day and night. They've got to be bright. Nostalgic claims. God, this one's got me a little bit. Playful characters shine so bright. So shining so bright. I'm gonna go.
I think the nostalgia and games is the giveaway. Teddy, like, do you know?
Gnomes or something from nostalgia, but let's go. Ted, what is it? Do you know?
I'm gonna ask RL. Is it an animal related?
It is yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I think it's related to a guest that we'll see maybe later, depending on how the Starcast is going. But the answer is the Borks.
Oh, the Bork! I should have known. God.
It's okay. The retro games.
The Borks are doing incredible work too. Like phenomenal. I saw a lot of their stuff from NFT NYC. Dude, those guys are on fire. So I should add it.
I'm hesitant to really speak up too much about them though, because I'm really not that good at the games. So until they make an easy mode, I'm going to continue kind of bashing them left and right. But I'm just kidding. That you're totally right and spot on. That experience they created at NFT NYC was awesome, and they're continuing to keep building out. And they've got a great community there too. Shout out to Sheba Crab.
They do, really do, and like active on Twitter every day. Like they're blasting it out. So sorry,
Yeah.
Borks.
I love the HNY, which is Hurley and Yomo, right? HNY. They just are like a really cute founder pairing. I don't want to say couple, but you know what I mean. They're just cute together. I love them,
And they're
and
super
I love the
positive
vibe.
all the time. Super positive.
Good vibes, good vibes. And that was a tough one. Do not blame me, blame Chat GPT. But I think our audience knew it right away. I saw some in there that
I'm sorry.
people knew. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, well,
I won't hear the
Yomo
end
guessed
of
it.
that one till probably 2 years from now. So
It's only because he wants a chance to bully someone else, right? Poor Yomo, always getting bullied. I love it. Okay,
Yomo
so this is
deserves more love. I'm sorry. That was a tough one, though, honestly, for me. So.
It was a doozy, and those are not easy. Like I said, Chat GPT writes them. So yeah, it's not my creativity on display there.
ChatGPT is gonna be taking over the world, and they're writing this stuff already. Damn it!
I know. Shek commented, give us like the thumbs up, like, subscribe if you want to read the chat that goes live when we're live. And then this is the part of the show where I get to be super serious and say, coming up next, we have news, then sports.
I got 2 out of 3, peeps. I got 2 out of 3. Borks, I love you.
Oh, we'll give you the 3 out of 3. Teddy pulled it through with the Bork win, so we got 30 Algo.
You get one guest or co-host help. So
love it. Yeah. Anything to support the charity that I'm going to.
All right. Let's see here. Let's find our news headlines. Teddy, get ready for sports.
hello, welcome to Sports Stuff, sponsored by and brought to you by TED Technology. Today I've got a wide variety of things focusing on NBA and NHL. We've got those playoffs in full swing. To kick it off, we've got the Nuggets beating the Suns in 6 games. Jokic dominated with an all-around game, and while Booker and Durant could not keep up with the Nuggets' depth and defense. Lakers beat the Warriors in 6 games. James and Davis were unstoppable while Curry tried his best, but could not overcome the Lakers' experience and firepower. You've got the Celtics beating the 76ers in 7. Tatum was clutch, scoring 51 points in Game 7, while Harden and Embiid struggled, combining for just 26. And the Heat beat the Knicks in 6 games, with Butler leading the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Looking ahead, we've got the Dallas Stars moving on to the next round against Vegas, and I've got a little bit more about that later. Focusing up on the bigger picture here, I've got the brackets. We've got the Nuggets versus the Lakers next here on the Western Conference. I think the Nuggets are going to win this series in 7 games personally. I like the depth, the balance, and the resiliency a lot more than the Lakers. This is a much different team than when they previously faced off in 2020, as this is a rematch of the coveted bubble championship that was hosted in Disney World during COVID. The Lakers only have 2 players remaining from that overall roster featuring James and Davis. And when they're fully healthy, they're capable, but there are questions around that. Overall, I think the Nuggets are going to surprise the Lakers with their offense and defense, stifling what has been a very strong Lakers defense throughout the playoffs thus far. Looking over to the Eastern Conference, I think the Celtics are going to beat this in 6. It's going to be a quick conference. or a quick series. And while Jimmy Butler is doing great, I think those injuries for the Heat's depth is going to continue to add up. Looking over towards the NHL, quick run through of what happened in the second round. We've got the Golden Knights beating the Oilers in 6. Eden Hill, absolutely monster performance from him on the goalie. We've got the Knights pushing their ticket to the Western Conference Finals to go up against the Dallas Stars, who recently, last night beat the Seattle Kraken in a tight Game 7. All of those games were relatively close and back and forth, so it'll be interesting to see who moves on to get a chance to possibly hold up the Stanley Cup. Over on the Eastern Conference, we've got the New Jersey Devils fall to the Carolina Hurricanes, and we've got the Florida Panthers going over against the Maple Leafs. The next round starts in Florida. Starts with Florida at Carolina on Thursday, and with Dallas at Vegas on Friday. So excited to see that, and that's all I've got for you. Thanks, IRL.
Those your friends.
That's my friends. Hello, friends. What's up, Mark? How are you, bud?
Hey. Hi,
You
sweetie.
having a good time? Hello. You want to say hi?
Hi.
This is Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline.
She wants to be a part of it.
And she
Are you
is.
active right now, girl? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, so I can't believe that IRL is giving us the reins, but she's going to trust us to try and land this active plane and, not go off course. I can't believe she's doing that. But
Yeah, we're
here we
super
are.
active people, so we're ready to roll.
Super. Yeah. So let's see. We talked about week 7. We had some winners. We had the Great Ranter won 200 Algo for doing an amazing back bend. And Coop won a doofy for doing a moderate back bend. Well, I don't know. Amazing is a little too strong. But
2 awesome
it was
people
good.
in the community. That's awesome.
2 amazing people. Yeah, absolutely. And now we're going into frog jumps this week with a Haram boy as a prize. Get to hopping and get a monkey. It totally checks out, I think. But I'm excited. I liked your frog hops. Those were really inspired. I like that you really got in touch with your inner frog and your outer frog, I believe.
Thank you. I actually spent a moment with that, a couple moments with that frog before the jumps. He gave me a quick explanation on frog jumps, just to get the technicalities down. And, I think I did a pretty good job as a result. Thank you, frog.
That was phenomenal. I mean, just the core strength required just to launch off the ground like that. Unreal.
Yeah, it's all thanks to the frog. So,
and then we got the high speed versions. They're killing me. I love it so much between Felicia and Maureen just flying
like frogs on Red Bull, basically.
They really are. Can we get sponsored by Red Bull? Is that an option?
There's a little plug for them. So.
Then Ross came in early with the adorable dog, the amazing background.
What's the dog smelling right there? That's what I was kind of wondering as I watched Ross. I don't really want to know, but
could be anything. That's like the Swiss Alps, isn't
it? Yeah, Ross lives out in Europe. I won't give it exact location, but he lives out in Europe, and it's beautiful out there. I know where Ross lives, so he's
so jealous. Man. We didn't get a lot of submissions this week. You got to get odds if you submitted, and you technically have another half hour. So if you're out there and you're listening, get your frog jumps in. You're in 1 of 10 odds for a Haram boy and 100 Algo.
Wait! Can I say something?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna throw in a little extra for the winner of the Algo Active this week.
Ooh.
5 million Pepe go to the Algo Active this week. Donated by me, but I have to do anything for IRL and the cruise. So 5 million Pepe going to the winner also.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean a Pepe, a frog from last week jumping around. Let's do it.
It makes sense. It checks out. So get them in quick. hippity hopping. What would Pepe do?
What would
But yeah.
Pepe do?
So just 30 more minutes on that, and then we're moving into this coming week, which is a little bit crazy, but it's requested by a friend Gallica, the Turkish Get Up. So it's kind of a complicated event. You don't have to do it with a kettlebell, but you got to go into this full like lean in into your shoulder and then up onto your arm. Raise your hips, bring your leg back, hinge the hips up, stand up, and that's only half of it. You got to go all the way back down. So it is kind of an advanced move, but it's total body. It's going to get everything activated. I'm pretty excited about it.
And for the 5 million Pepe winner, you have to do 5 of them. 5 Turkish, what do you call them? Push-ups?
Turkish get-ups.
Turkish get-ups. You got to do 5 Turkish get-ups to win the 5 million Pepe.
That is
Post it on
intense.
Twitter. Okay, 5 for 5.
5 for 5. That's a good deal, though. I mean, that's free money just for a little activity.
5 Turkish get-ups.
Generational wealth and health.
Exactly. Never
Just
doesn't
came
get
up with
better than that. I mean, it's 2 in 1 pack.
Yeah. So do some Turkish get-ups. Do 5 of them for 5 million Pepe. Just do 1 as best as you can to get entered into the 100 Algo and the NFT prize, which we'll have to select, but it'll be a good one. And then get them posted and be active right now.
And I want to mention, you don't have to use that what do you call the thing in your hand? The
Kettlebell.
The kettlebell. You don't have to use the kettlebell. Just do them however you can. Make it the best you can, and you're going to be a rock star.
Absolutely. Rock it out, Algo fam. We love you, and let's go do some other flex time.
Okay, I'm back. I think Ted's here.
Yes. Hello.
We're going to bring Luga and Algoman back from their Algo Active adventure, and we're going to bring Felicia in. Hello. Alrighty, so I'm really proud of you guys. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, and when I'm not on camera, I'm coughing up a lung because I have this terrible barking cough. It's so bad. So I really appreciate Mark really filling the role and babysitting Luga through the Who's Active Right Now segment.
I need all the help I can get.
He's got a kid to babysit, so I babysit him. He babysits his kid. It's all good.
I love
team
the
effort.
little Lugas. It's like one of my favorite parts of the show. I'm not gonna lie, but let's see if I can't find your flex time post, Mark, Mr. Do It Early. Alrighty, here we go.
There we are.
So break down what you're flexing here.
Okay, so I got one of the original crazy guys from the Crazy Embryo Club. Really like to put some of the smaller projects, or not smaller, because Crazy Embryo Club isn't necessarily small, but their community, for those who don't know it in Algorand, actually brought them back to life. They were heading in the wrong direction, and some of the amazing community members brought them from almost falling off the map to rocking again. They're doing their Thursday flexes, Thursday takeovers, they call them on Twitter. And I love the art, so I threw a crazy guy up there. That's the bingo crazy guy. And then one of my other favorite projects in Algo right now is the Afrospacey or Frostory project. Afrospacey runs it, and that's my Nicki Minaj up there doing her thing. Just amazing art by them, amazing community. They celebrate Black history, and just do an amazing job as a smaller project in Algo at this point. But they're gonna don't be surprised if they make some big runs.
Okay. Those are some interesting flexes and not what I would have guessed you might flex. So I dig the change up. We're going to get to our panel. Teddy, you want to go first?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I love the Crazy Embryo project. I think they've done a fantastic work. Going through the Story, really awesome, different styles that I think are really unique to the blockchain. I think it's cool to go and have that kind of different look. That's kind of what I've got.
Approved. Luga.
Well, I don't think I'm legally allowed to say that Nicki Minaj is hot, so I have to put you on ice for that. No offense, it's just who I am. Legally, she'll get me in trouble. That's my argument. But the crazy guys are awesome. I love the creativity. You never know what you're gonna get with a crazy guy. I feel like a lot of like NFT traits kind of go universal, but crazy just did like everything, and it's like I don't know what's going on. So I'll give you half a flame.
What? All right, I'll take half a flame. I can still light up my sig.
There you go.
Felicia, what do you think about Mark's flexes?
They're both. I haven't seen Crazy Embryo on the feed in a long time. Don't they have like babies too?
Yeah, they have crazy kids. I just really love them because the community brought them back. They're actual community that didn't brought them back.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the first time I heard about that the hot Nicki Minaj. That's pretty cool.
I like the Nicki Minaj. I have a few Frostorians. They have a few different kind of like segments of their NFT series. I think it's cool. I dig the art on a lot of them. One of them is actually in our Flex Time intro. So I think her name's Lenora that made it into my Flex Time intro from Frostory. So I give it the seal of approval. I always kind of steered away from the Crazy Embryos only because the word embryo kind of creeps me out. So that's it. But you win. We'll give you another 10 algo for each of those fast flexes to the project or organization of your choice. I think they were some interesting flexes. I dig it. I think you did a great job. Let's see what else people have been posting. Fractal, they were one of our Limerick answers last week. So
awesome project. Awesome project.
I posted mine right before the show. I forgot to tag you though, but I did put the hashtag.
I think people don't talk enough about how you can go like the simple PFP customization with the fractal tamers, and how like just that little bit is really, really. I think that personalization is really awesome. That like little bit of utility goes a long way, and I think being able to go just like little stuff like that, I think to me makes just have that much better of an experience.
These are two artists that I really dig. It is, I think the top one is art by Felix, and the bottom, I don't think those are Dale. I think is that Dale's or is that Felix? I think those are Felix.
I think there's a Felix's too, yeah.
Yeah, and then the two below are Dale Forward or Deep Art, as we love them. Let's see, there they are.
Both amazing artists.
I was a little confused. I didn't know if Pepe cut the CGF's head off and was like holding it up, or if it. I don't know.
Could be a murder. It's possible.
There's Mark's. There's Felicio's, a little freako.
Look at him. No.
I love Freak. He's the best, and he's been around for so long. Yeah.
I do too. Vulture. NFT. Buttheads. I love it.
Buttheads.
And then here we were doing a Haramboy prize for Algo Active this week, but here's the Haramboy. It looks like an elite, and
that's an OG meta up there.
A meta.
Oh yeah, and a Moosehead Haramboy. Those Those are like top tier.
rare.
Yeah, that's.
There's only like 7 of those, I think.
What do we say?
Another
What's
algorithm.
rare?
Rare.
Belugas are showing, or yeah, belugas showing.
A lot of
some
algorillas on the feed.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
love
fun
it.
seeing kind of different communities kind of go and crash the feed each week. It's funny. It seems like it's never really one back to back to back. It always seems like it's a rotating. I remember there was Pyrenees Pack one week,
Yeah.
Orcs another week, Apes. I think this might be the second or third week that they've really kind of gone through and had a significant presence.
I dig it. I think it's cool. It gives everybody an opportunity to kind of share what they're excited about or what they picked up. I did a fancy, and I'm not going to be able to find it now, of course, but I did a fancy flex time montage for the show. Let's see if I can find it.
And I see Felix did your banner too, as we went from flexing before.
He did. I always post way too many GIFs, and then we can't find what we want. So this is my little flex time montage for the show. So there's some of the wraps, the Rand Algren Para collection on there. Oh, why is it so big? I don't know what I did here. Let's try to fix that. There's some Algo the Owl. There's some Marine Denny, mostly friends. There's a lot in there, but I always have a fun time with that.
Very cool.
The flex machine. So, Mark, I like how you brought something a little bit different to the table with your flexes. I got to get in and change my PFP. I haven't changed it up in a couple weeks. So
yeah, that's what I like about flex time. Every week there's something I learn about a project. But the little time when I am online, I'm only spending time, or I'm only on a few Discords on the same ones. So it's good to talk about different projects and get introduced to other projects that are out there. So it's pretty cool. Every week there's another project I learn about and I would like to get into, but God, there's only so much time I can spend online.
Only so much time and
I want
only
to
so much
support
money.
them, and it's good to know and learn about them.
Yeah,
for
right.
Me,
I've been
go ahead, Dario.
Sorry,
No, just for me, when I was doing my flex today, it was, we see a lot of the ones that are really popular. For me, it's nice to do a flex of somebody. Maybe somebody doesn't know, maybe somebody isn't into, and maybe they will, so.
And following up on that too, I think it's really like not a lot of, there's only one NFT can be your profile picture. And if you are supporting 20 or plus, or however many creators, right? Even if you change your PFP once a month, still doesn't really give a whole lot of opportunity. So it's just something like this kind of check-in process, really, kind of like you said, Mark. It really is awesome to go and highlight creators that, like obviously everyone sees a Mingo, and not to put down or say anything what Stitch isn't doing is awesome, but it's fun to just kind of continue to see what the wider crypto Algorand NFT ecosystem is.
It's fun. I get to see some favorites that I've seen before, like Kyle's Mingo. It's a good flex. Any day of the week, it's a great flex. But then we also get to see like Lugo is flexing some Sea Folk the other day.
Gotta flex a Sea Folk.
They're about to drop V3.
Yeah. 4 days.
4 days, baby. Great
Gonna be huge.
Cousteau is an awesome creator too. Really trusted. So
they're so good. They're so good. So if you're like, man, I want them to talk about my NFTs on Flex Time's Algo Hour, use the hashtag NFT Flex Time, and we'll pull it up. So that's, I think, it for Flex Time. We're going to pull you back into a plain scene, Mark, prep you for your elevator pitch, find out where we're sending your prize winnings, and check back with Felicia for our StarCast. All right, here we are. We're back.
All right. Am I ready to roll with my elevator pitch here?
Oh, no, soon. Not yet.
Oh, geez. I'm trying to get cut short here. All right, let's roll.
So yeah, I just wanted to take a quick minute and check in with our audience and see what they had to say about things. Check in with you and see if you had decided where we're sending your big 50 Algo prize pot today for your fun games.
All right, so do we want to? Afro Spacey is a solid dude. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, I agree totally. All right. Anyway, so my winnings are going to a organization called bringtomind.org. They are a mental health awareness organization. They do a spectacular job at what they're doing. They bring awareness and take away the stigma of people talking about mental health issues, whether you have a diagnosis or whether you're just going through a tough time, so it's, not feeling good about things, you want to see, somebody to talk to about it, or whether you do have a diagnosis and you need some real support. Bringtochange.mind. They are all about, taking away that stigma and letting let people know how you're feeling. So that's where my stuff is going.
Awesome job, Mark. What a great organization. As the audience is clapping away, I think it's really great to see such an amazing set of humanitarian causes that the Algo fam cares a whole lot about, and it's just great to hear that it's going to a great cause.
For sure, I think that's a good one. And they weren't on my radar, so it's cool that that you brought something new to our field of vision necessarily. So I'm excited about that. That's very cool, Mark. Well done on our games today. You did also win the right to pitch us all. So while you get warmed up and loosened up and ready to go for your 60 seconds we put on the clock, we are going to check in with Felicia. She's going to tell us what's in the stars. And we will come back to you for the elevator pitch before the credits roll on today's show. But it's been so much fun having you on, and I'm just stoked that.
Thanks. It's been a blast. It's great to have, and thank you IRL for all you do for the Algo community and all you guys. You guys are rock stars, and as we grow and grow, you guys are going to be an instrumental part of it. So thank you.
That's so awesome. I'm excited. Okay, Teddy, any final words before we hear what's in the stars?
I just want to say it's been an awesome, great show this week. I appreciate the chat as always. Maureen, Ranter, everyone else that are in there. Love you all, and I'm happy to continue being a part of such a great show. Thank you so much, IRL.
I'm proud of the show, right? So if you're my friend in Web3, I'm going to ask you, have you watched my show? And it's only because I did something I'm proud of, and it's with the help of everybody. It's not just me. I would not do it if it was just me. I couldn't and wouldn't. So yeah, I feel like we're finally getting to a point where I'm like, yes, we're not perfect. We're human beings, and that's what makes it fun. But I'm proud of where we've come, where we're headed. I'm proud of the group lift that happens week over week over week. There's really not a lot of downtime between when we wrap a show live, then, picking prizes and things like that. But in an effort to be what I call more approachable, more inclusive, we did decide to pick our upcoming special guests on a wheel of names, so that if you want to be on the show, you don't have to DM me. The poker sharks tell me it can be intimidating reaching out. So you can stick your hand up in a Twitter thread that I've got going, and we'll just recycle those week over week and pick someone. So yeah, I have that actually set up, and I don't have my screen share on, but we had 6 names on the wheel. And so next week, it looks like we are going to welcome the wheels stopping. Sorry. Crypto for Change.
Yay!
You can come on the show next week, buddy. I would love to have you. That would be way fun.
Crypto's awesome.
I dig it. I dig it big time. I hope he can make it. I think they do a live show on the Next Block Mondays at 1 p.m. EST. So definitely check them out. He's always in the Recoup chat too, reminding people to like and subscribe. I don't know if he's watching today, but we'll definitely have to get the word over to him. He's got a week to prepare, but I'm excited. You've been a great guinea pig, Algo Man, for this guest feature that we're kind of hammering home and working on developing. It's just been lots of fun. So I
love you big
time.
And thank you guys again for all you do for the community. I really appreciate it.
All right, we're going to go to Felicia, see what's in the stars, and then you're going to pitch us all.
Cool.
Hi. Sorry. Hi, Felicia. I'm Felicia. I'm a practicing tropical Western astrologer using whole sign house systems. The most positive transit of 2023 is Jupiter transiting Taurus starting today, May the 16th, 2023 to May 24th, 2024. The symbols that you see next to me are the glyphs of Jupiter in Taurus. This transit will help all zodiac signs thrive over the next year personally and collectively. This is an awesome transit showing abundance and optimism in a new area of our lives. As a collective level, Jupiter represents philosophy, spirituality, and wisdom, world travel, and knowledge. On a personal level, within your own birth chart, Jupiter represents your worldviews, spiritual inclinations, and the ability to attract luck and wealth. Jupiter is a planet of abundance, positivity, and growth. And generally, growth is positive. It's making more money. It's making new experiences. Taurus is a fixed Earth sign, so it's a fixed sign because it's the middle of its season. It's the middle of spring. Because it is a fixed sign, it is very dependable and sturdy and steadfast. That is where Taurus gets a lot of his significations of being loyal and dependable. Taurus reminds us that our physical body is an extension of nature and invites us to listen, slow down, and turn inward and experience life through our senses. So it'll be a good time to just stop and smell the flowers. It'll also seem a bit more natural to do so. Jupiter shows growth, and Taurus shows the foundation of our life, food, money, and like farming, agriculture, and just in general financial well-being. So this transit can show financial progress in the way that we do banking, trading, and e-commerce, things like that advancing. Agriculture and farming are likely to benefit globally from this transit, maybe things like lab-grown food or more growth of farming innovations. The dark side of Jupiter, I suppose, as humans can always turn good things into bad things, would be indulging into things, Taurus-like things like food, too much comfort, too much relaxation, to the point where we become stagnant, where people grow fat. Not to insult anyone, but there is an inclination to lay back and really engage our body in movement. Hence, go get Algo active. But there can be an accumulation of fat, especially for Taurus risings. Jupiter is going through your first house of physical body. So basically, the dark side of Jupiter is excess, it's overindulgence, wastefulness, overextending ourselves. So out of all of the zodiac signs, Taurus is the most related to money, finances, and material possessions. Jupiter occupying this sign for the next year could translate into the financial market experiencing positive turns, especially in the spring of 2024. Jupiter's once every 12 years meet up with Uranus, which is also in Taurus, could translate into pay increases, a buyer's real estate market, and large gains. The planet Uranus will be in this transit the entire time. Uranus is a planet of volatility, destabilization, it shows innovation, and it shows chaos. So together, the two together is actually pretty genius, pretty technological advancements type thing. Uranus will be in Taurus until the end of 2024. And to me, this is revolutionary energy. If there was a being in the right place at the right time, this would be it. So are we likely to see probably globally swerve towards maybe digital currency or a type of currency that is powered by technology? because obviously we've got crypto now, and of course it's not a completely new thing, but are we likely to see it become much more like established and grounded as part of where the economy is headed in the long run? Because let's not forget, Taurus has fixed Earth, so it's not going to build something unless it's with the view to preserve it for the long run. Jupiter is the big picture. So yeah, I think very, very likely. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and you are completely in charge of your own money and finances. So please take that responsibility. This is me reading the astrology right now. But do I believe that we are going to see a peak in the bull market and the crypto markets next year, April, May? Do I believe that? I most certainly do. I do. You've heard it here first. I just thought I would share that with you, my Algo fam. So if you're interested in learning the basics of astrology, the basics of reading a natal chart, you can join the Womp Crew Discord. The Discord link is pinned on my Twitter page. If you are curious what area of life this transit will play out for you, that information will be posted later on the Starcast channel and the Womp Crew Discord. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, IRL, for allowing me to talk astrology. I swear, guys, I'm not crazy. Bye.
All right, elevator pitch time. I guess I got it for being here for the full hour. Felicia, that was awesome. I learned a ton there, by the way. All right, so my elevator pitch. We just started the new Giraffe team, Giraffe Algorand. We are really looking forward to the future for Giraffe. The team is brand new. We are reconstructing a whole new awesome project for the Algorand NFT family. We've got two new full stack developers who are building out for us a full website with smart contract enablement. A lot of special cool things coming up on it. One of our main focuses is rewarding those Gen 1 holders who have been stuck around with us since the old team. Or if you want to pick a Gen 1 up off of secondary, you're definitely welcome to do that and be rewarded. Again, we're reconstructing the project. We're going to have a lot of new utility. We're going to have, we are actually kind of cool news, going to be dropping very soon a limited edition collection that's going to benefit Gen 1 holders, but also get some public in on it as well. Very soon, a limited edition mint, and it's very exciting for us. News to come, and it's going to be really, really cool, I think, for the future for Giraffe. And I do have my own Algo project coming up as well. So lots of cool things for me in the future, but I really just want Algorand to build. So that's really what my goal is, and that's what I'm here for.